In order to answer number 4, we first want to answer number 5. Um, uh, so number 4 says, which reaction does Akira most fear from Chi? Now, question 5 gives us the line numbers that we should be looking at to try to find that reaction. So let's look at line 33 and see if this talks about a reaction that Akira fears from Chi. So on line 33 it says, his voice was soft, refined. So that definitely describes Akira's voice, but it doesn't describe a reaction that he fears. So we'll go to the next line, lines 49 to 51. 49 to 51 says, you know how children speak so earnestly, so hurriedly, so endearingly about things that have no importance in an adult's mind? That's how she viewed him as a child. Well, that's talking about how Chi is looking at Akira. So that's definitely not Akira being afraid of something. If anything, it's Chi being afraid of something. So that's not it either. We can look at lines 63 to 64. And that says, please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness of this proposal. And that's Akira saying that. So that sounds like something he might be afraid of. He's afraid of Chi judging his candidacy by the unseemliness of his proposal. So we'll keep that. And then line 71, 72 says, eager to make his point, he'd been looking her full in the face. So again, that doesn't talk, that line exactly doesn't talk about any reaction. So out of the 3 answers, I think C is the best. Now we have to interpret C and see what it means. So it says, please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness of this proposal. Unseemliness means when something is unseemly, it's ugly. So he's saying, please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness of this proposal. He's like, please don't judge me based on how ugly or how this isn't a very good look for me, right? He's asking her parents directly instead of doing the formal tradition of asking his parents to ask her parents. So he's basically saying, please don't consider this proposal or how good of a husband I'd be based on how direct and how non-traditional this proposal is. So if we go to 4, which one of it means he's afraid that Chi will think his proposal is not a good look or kind of ugly? I think the best one out of all your choices is A, she will consider his proposal inappropriate. B doesn't work. She will mistake his earnestness for immaturity because he's not afraid that it's immature. He's just thinking it's not the best look for a proposal. I'm sorry about that. And then C says she will consider his unscheduled visit an imposition. This one's close, but he's not worried that he's imposing on her. He's worried that she's going to think he's not fit to be Naomi's husband because he didn't ask for her hand in the right way. So C is not really it. And then D says she will underestimate the sincerity of his emotions. Again, this one's not bad, but he's not afraid that Chi is going to think that he's insincere, that he doesn't mean what he says. He's more afraid that she's going to think that the proposal is not that wasn't a good way to go about proposing, and that's closer to A.